See, this is the difference between Filipinos and the Western culture, because Filipinos, they are willing to take care of their family no matter what. They are willing to
Well, I'll take care of you. If
to-
your wife's not willing to help take care of you, then probably don't want to marry her. I don't want to be buried in a cemetery here.
knock on the door. Hopefully that will never happen.
Knock on wood.
A knock on the wood. This is not a door, this is a wood. The foreigners can own the house,
Right.
and the Filipina owns the land.
Right.
But what if your Filipina passed away? So what would happen if the Filipina's relatives or family will come to you and claim the land?
Right.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's vlog, I have Gio in the Philippines here again.
Hello.
Because we are going to talk about our plans in case there's gonna be an emergency situation. So these are one of our conversations that we talk about in case something will happen. So we just thought maybe our conversation can help or would have an idea for you to talk about it with your Filipina girlfriend or wife or anyone that is in your life. Earlier this week, we had this conversation, one of our conversation that what would be the things that we will do in case one of us would be sick or in trouble. Knock on the door. Hopefully that will never happen.
Knock on wood.
A knock on the wood. This is not a door, this is a wood. So,
Yeah.
I think this is something that you should have a conversation with your partner, right?
Yeah, if you enter into the realm of serious relationship, you got to have the discussion about,
Yeah.
especially as a foreigner, what do you do with your body if you were to pass away, for example? Like we had the discussion, I don't really want to be sent back to the U.S. to be buried. I don't want to be buried in a cemetery here. I'd rather just be honestly cremated myself. And then she can scatter me in the backyard for fertilizer or out to sea. It doesn't matter to me. I just more cost effective. And honestly, once I'm passed away, I guess maybe some people, I guess, do an urn at their house. That'd be, I guess, kind of nice.
How would you know that you're buried instead of being cremated? You're already dead.
Well, you wouldn't know, yeah. I mean, she could use me as potting soil for her plant. I wouldn't know, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I would imagine you just tell them your wishes or what you would like to do. If you want something extensive like being sent back to your country, then you got to do a little research and see what that entails or involves.
And also, I think this is very important to discuss, especially if you are an older foreigner. And
Most are.
yes, and you might have a health condition, health problems, or anything like that, so that your Filipina wife or girlfriend will be prepared what to do and where to bring you and the things that needs to be done while you are sick, you know. So like, for example, maybe share the knowledge of what hospital is good for you and what hospital has expertise of a certain disease, things like this, and maybe set aside the money for in case of emergency, how she would access this money,
right?
Something like that, or an attorney to discuss this with your Filipina, things like that.
Yeah, you should definitely have a will written out on what to do, clear instructions, and what goes where. And you know, maybe you want some things going to your kids, some things you want for your wife. I always tell people, in my wallet is not what I carry with me to access my savings. I have that for my everyday, like spending, paying rent, things like that. But if an emergency happens, like I'm in the hospital and we need to access money, I keep that bank card and my credit card and stuff in, you know, in storage, which Maya knows where it is. And
Where is it?
And she would have to access that, and and then she would take that to the hospital or whatever, or go get cash or what have you. I'd have to give the PIN number at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'd have to do that, arrange so she knows where to access. I mean, like I tell most foreigners, the card they carry around with them should not be where you keep all your cash. You should keep the important stuff just at home. You don't need to carry all your IDs and your cards with you.
Yeah, I think it's the same for Filipinas. If, like, for example, you have a house together, as what I have learned, the foreigners can own the house, and the Filipina owns the land. But what if your Filipina pass away? So what would happen if the Filipinas relatives or family will come to you and claim the land?
Right.
So that is something that you need to prepare. Also, I know there are ways to deal with this in case it will happen.
Right, like you would have to sell the house or something like that, but you have to go see an attorney and get a will and all this stuff written up.
Yes.
Make sure it's because of due to a death of natural causes, not accidental. You don't want your wife pushing you down the stairs or anything. Yeah, but yeah, you have to do some definitely planning. You're probably going to have to see an attorney to get those things written up because
And also, if you have mixed kids, you have to make sure that your kids are taken care of, their education.
You also want to make sure that you don't put off getting that child citizenship of the other country because you could be shutting the door on a lot of opportunities for them when they get older because if you die, and I don't know, I can't really say the laws on it, but I know it'll be much more difficult to get him citizenship with another country if you've passed on.
Right.
So Filipina, you also need to know if she's hardcore Catholic, you need to respect that she doesn't want to be cremated. She probably wants a proper funeral, and there's Filipino customs that you want to make sure you're following, that her family might be upset if you don't, like displaying the body, I guess, for a certain amount of days. These are things that we don't do in the West, so you probably want to find out, have that discussion. Yeah.
Personally, I want to be cremated.
Perfect. We could be cremated together. If we die together, we could just be mixed up and put into one urn, so they could save some money. You don't have to get two separate urns.
Yes. We also have talked about what you're gonna do with my belongings and my other things that I possess. So
I'd give them all to your daughter. Maya's clothes don't really fit me, so it wouldn't do me any good. And for me, I have, like my sons, I have trust funds set up in place. As far as personal possessions that I have here, there's nothing really that I would say need to send them. It's everything that I had some value and sentimental value, I had already gave them when on my last trip back to the States, actually. So nothing needs to be boxed up. Maya can keep it, sell it.
I can keep your
clothes. She can keep my clothes. She can my motorbike.
Even your hats.
I have a lot of hats.
No, babe, if you
don't sell my hats, keep my hats.
I will give your hats to your subscriber for a raffle.
Raffle off my hats. You might be.
Yes.
You might not get anything. Yeah, so those are all things you really need to sit down and plan. Okay, what do you do with my stuff? What do I do with your stuff? If you pass away, can I sell the motorbike? I mean, you got to discuss all these different things.
And you have to ask your Filipina also if she is willing to take care of you in case you get sick. Or not, being honest, maybe if she's not willing to really take care of you, or you feel like she's not willing to take care of you, then you could plan going to a nursing home or hire a private caregiver.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if your
Things
wife,
like
if your
this.
wife's not willing to help take care of you, then probably don't want to marry her.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
vice
Because this
versa.
is something that we also talk about if
Yeah.
I am willing to change your diaper in case it needs to be changed.
We'll start early. We'll practice.
I would willingly do it, babe. Of course.
That's very sweet of. I won't change Maya's diaper, but
Why would you do
I will hire somebody to change her diaper, though. That's
okay. That's good to know. That I need to know these things in case you will not take care of me, so I can hire.
You will have a
somebody.
clean diaper. That's the important thing. Is you won't be sitting in your own filth.
See, this is the difference between Filipinos and the Western culture, because Filipinos, they are willing to take care of their family no matter what. They are willing to
I'll take care of you.
To clean whatever.
I will clean. I'm not a big fan of poopy diapers.
I think the biggest chances of taking care of the poopy diapers is on me, not on you.
Probably so, but I would do what I have to do.
Yes, so these are the things that you need to discuss with your Filipina. I think these are like something that you would like overlook, but these are like very important because you will never know what's gonna happen. I mean, it's not being about negative that something will be happening or you will die. These are like, preparing yourself in.
You might have to draw up 2 wills. You might need a will and set up an appointment with an attorney here. But if you're maybe an American, you may have to set up a will in America for your possessions or anything you own in America that you want to go to your kids or mom or something. So you might have to do a couple of them. I don't know how that would work.
You already have set up a savings for your kids, so that is something that I will not worry about. What I will worry is what is here, which is you and your possessions and whatever your possessions are.
You can have it all, baby.
Even your motorbike. I'll sell your motorbike. I can't have that. I can drive that motorbike.
It's too big
for me.
Yeah. And Maya's is too small, so I'd sell that one too. So.
Yes.
There we go. We've already, and not only do we have a great video for you guys to think about, but we've also now already kind of settled our own.
Settle our own future.
Our own future right here on live camera. Yeah.
I mean, these are the important things.
It really is important.
I think this is something that you need to prepare. I'm just being realist here.
Yeah, of course.
Not pessimist. I'm just being realist of what's gonna happen. You will never know.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to prepare for the worst. That's what they say.
So I hope you guys have learned something or you got some idea with this video to help with your future plans with your Filipina in case something will happen. Would you like to add something that you could give advice to the foreigners?
Settle your estate in your home country, write up any kind of will you want for family members or anything and possessions that are there. And then when you come out here and you're acquiring possessions in your bank accounts, you need to help make sure your Filipina is set up as well. So
yes, so that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. So if you have any thoughts or opinions about this video, please comment in the comment section below. I welcome every comment. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Paalam!